Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lailatul Munawaroh. I'm from English Education Department, Faculty of Educational Sciences, Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta. Now I will tell you about my book review, my novel review in the title The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Marianne Shaffer and Annie Barrows. This novel tells about a genius writer named Juliet Ashton, which produced many novels, and the publisher and the editor was Sidney Stark, the brother of her best friend, the Sophie Stark, and his company. One day, she received a letter from a stranger. His name was Dawsey. They came from a unique society, the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. After she received a letter from Dawsey, her life was changed. That almost every day she received a bunch of flowers in her work desk. That it made her really annoyed. That then she asked Sydney to figure out who sent it. Then finally, who sent the flower was Markham Reynolds. They came to London to recruit a journalist writer to his company. Then Mark asked her to meet with him. After she arrived at the place, she was shocked that Mark was not as she expected, that she didn't feel a warm aura from him, and his style was cool, and he was a nice person. After she met with Mark, then Juliet told to Sophie that did she fall in love with him, because Sophie ever told to her about Alexander when she only asked one question about him. Then the next days, she received again a letter from Dawsey. In the letter, he told about a roast pig dinner that he was invited by one of her neighbors. Her name was Amelia Mowgli. After he arrived at the place, he was shocked because he and the others will eat pig, because at the time the pig of the society's member almost nothing, because at that time their pig were all taken by the German soldier to eat by them. And he said to Julia that if she want to know about their society, she could ask it to Amelia, because her writing was fresh than him. Then Juliet received a letter from Amelia Mowgli. Amelia said that she was shocked because it was the first time that Dawsey asked for her help, but he felt happy for it. And she said that she agreed to collaborate with her job, but with some requirement that she forbid to ridicule them, because their society's name was unique. That it because Amelia ever happened with other people before. Then Juliet said that she didn't do it, she won't do it, and to make sure she could ask to Lady Bella and Reverend Simon, because they knew her well. Then Lady Bella and Reverend Simon said that if Juliet didn't didn't want to do it, so she didn't want to do it. After she get approval from Amelia, so she start to write it, which the information she got from some of the society's member. Those are Dausi, Amelia, Eben, Isola, Will, and others. After she finished write the novel, she submit it to Sydney, but Sydney didn't approve it because he said that the novel lacks the center. So he ordered her to rewrite. Then a few days later, Juliet asked permission to Sydney to go to Guernsey to visit her friends. After she get approval from Sydney, she told to her friends that she will go there. They felt really happy that they prepared it happily and enthusiastically. Even when she arrived there, they welcomed her warmly. Then they ordered her stay in Elizabeth's house. But unexpectedly, Mark picked her up, and it makes Dausi angry to her that he acted coolly to her and left her without saying anything. The next day, Mark is in front of her house, so she let him enter to the house. Then Kit, the Elizabeth's daughter, because at that time she was looking after her, came down to breakfast. Unexpectedly, he can get along with Kit, and after Kit had breakfast, she went out from house to play. Then Mark said that she should explain to Kit that she could not stay with her for the rest of her life and give her present as a parting gift, and it made her really mad. And ordered him to get out from the house. And also it made him really disappointed that she ever want to marry him. And not long after that, there was a news that Elizabeth passed away. The society's member who heard that felt really sad because Elizabeth for them as a role model. It because he was kind to every people, no matter what his or her condition, and he was never give up to obstacles that faced her. Then Dausi and Amelia went to Romy, someone who gave the news about Elizabeth passed away, to persuade her to come to Guernsey. Firstly, the nurse who took care of Romy didn't allow them, but finally they could persuade the nurse to take Romy to come with them to Guernsey, but with some requirement that she had to eat enough, and there was among kind people. So after they get approval from the nurse, so they go back to Guernsey. Firstly, Romy feel awkward. There is bit among them, but day by day, she felt nice. She felt nice. There was between them, and after when come time to Romy to go back to her hometown, Dulcie felt sad. And Isola, who saw it, asked Juliet to say to Dulcie to confess his feeling to Romy. Maybe because of that, Romy canceled to go back to her hometown. But Juliet did not do what Isola said, that she expressed her feeling to him. And Isola, who saw that, didn't know what to say. And Dulcie received her feeling, that it made him really happy, till it made him fell down, because of he felt really happy about it. Then Dulcie and Juliet held their wedding, and they lived happily ever after. It's all from me. Please apologize me if there are many mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.